Hi guys, my name's Mel. Welcome to my art channel. Today we are doing my first sketchbook tour. I just finished this sketchbook last week. This is one I made myself. I had the spine and I designed this arbok for the cover. Punched the holes, put the pages together. But this sketchbook was started in March of 2019. And it goes to the very early part of January 2020. But let's go ahead and get started. I've got some burbs that I drew in graphite. Hi Abby, keep going. Here we've got a drawing exercise I do with my buddies. We were doing different drawing art challenges, and this one was to draw clothing, and I really like the way this one came out. I like her face, I like her proportions. It came out pretty well. Here I was trying to design a character for the floppy ears animation meme. Didn't like any of those. This is another drawing challenge, and this is plant people. We had to design, that was the prompt, we had to design plant people. So I sketched these and I colored them in with the water-based Kuretake brushable pens. And I found those on the Jerry's Artorama website. More animals because I was getting curious about furry art, so I was trying it. We're going to skip this page on the left because that is graphic design stuff I was doing for a contest, and I didn't win. I didn't like the way it came out either, so oh well. On the right here, more floppy ears practice. Again, more graphic design on the left. More floppy ears furries. A little bit of graphic design on the top, and then down here I was working with composition. I don't have that much experience with composition, and I didn't understand how it works, and I still kind of don't, but this practice helped a lot. More floppy ears character designing. I was getting closer here to Jess's character design, and then I was trying to get her, be able to draw her consistently. Didn't quite get there. Same thing. She was named Delilah for a little bit, but I didn't like that. Her name is Jess now. Trying to draw her full body. Proportions were way off, so I gave up. Wanted to move on. More composition. More graphic design on the left. On the right, I was sketching out different cat Pokemon. For the cat Pokemon stickers I made for Redbubble. We'll see a little bit more about on those a little further in, and I'll put a link in the description. Yep, see, here's the purloin, which I also use for my avatar on social media right now. But yeah, I was practicing these for the stickers, and I'll put a link to the Redbubble down in the description. Drawing furrets for my Pokemon channel. I used this one. This one came out really stiff and I didn't like the way it looked, so I didn't end up using that one for anything. On the right, trying to draw girls. Oh, and here I was copying, what's her name? Jenny. Stress Jenny, but she's got a comic called My SNL, and I like her comics, so I was practicing copying her style. More furry curious art. This was a figure drawing from a photo I found on a reference photo on DeviantArt. I was considering using a self-portrait in my style for my avatar for social media, but didn't end up doing it because I haven't found one I'm comfortable with yet. More figure drawing from DeviantArt references, and more My SNL, Mice from My SNL. Here I was working on designing Ruby from my Minecraft comic that I'm working on. That'll be coming out eventually, but I'm still working on drawing the characters consistently, so it'll still be a while yet. It's one of my goals to get that started in the works this year, though. Start publishing it online as a webcomic. More Ruby. What I was doing here is I was looking up figure references and then drawing them and then trying to draw them with Ruby, and that was helping. This one was a little more difficult. The foreshortening on the thigh here didn't work out too well, but that was good practice to learn that. Here I started drawing some more Mias. Never finished it, and that's okay. More purloin. I ended up using this one on the Pokemon stickers. This was a project for a family member. More purloin. I was messing with the colors and checking out how color pencil would work in this sketchbook. Didn't like the way that one turned out. Shinx ended up becoming a sticker, but it was really stiff, so I'll probably end up redoing that one in the future. More gesture drawing. Another avatar for my Pokemon YouTube channel. Copying Stress Jenny again. Let's see, I was drawing a skunk furry. Again, really furry curious this year. Buff husky. And then this was a dud page. You know, some days you draw and it just doesn't come out the way you want it, no matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you've been having days and days of good art. Sometimes you just have bad days. Here I was playing around with trying to design characters for another story about magical creatures and mages. This was drawing somebody I saw at church. Again, another shy ferret for my Pokemon channel. This is the sketch for the drawing I ended up using for my DeviantArt ID. I need to redo that. I wasn't very happy with it. Doodling, got a Ralts here. This was copying art style from Bailey J when she did her Bowser Hot Guy piece. More figure and gesture drawing from DeviantArt references. Again, more character design. I was trying to figure out a self-portrait style avatar. I didn't like any of these. Started drawing this Sobble with these paint pens I have. Didn't finish it though because I don't have all the colors I need, and they're kind of expensive, and I couldn't justify $40 in pens just to finish a sketchbook drawing. Oops. This is more from Magic Creature comic, and then I was just playing around with the Kuretake brushables again. I was seeing how they blended, and they blended really well. This is Jess. This is the closest to her finalized design that I've gotten. I really like the way this one turned out. More gesture drawing, and then drawing Ruby and with the gesture reference. We've got this cute little cat mochi down here. Practicing hands. I like that one, the way that one came out. This was back in August when Turtwig Day was coming up for Pokemon Go. I was going to draw a postcard, but never got the proportions right and didn't like the way it came out. Here's another Jess. She's getting more consistent. She's supposed to be kind of fit looking because she's a personal trainer. So I'm still going to keep working on that. And here was studies I was doing for the Water Festival postcard I did for Pokemon Go. That turned out really badly. It's posted on DeviantArt, and I'll put a link to it or put it up on the screen so you can see it, but it did not come out well. I was really upset with that. This is Ryan, who shows up with Jess in that floppy ears meme that I'm still working on. Let's get some more light. Hold on. There we go, just a little bit more light for the video. Okay. Surfer references from the water festival stuff. I hadn't drawn Ruby in a while at this point, so I did another one, and it shows that I hadn't practiced her in a while. More doodles, messing around with the brushable, the Kuretake brush markers. Here I was doing gesture drawings. Do the 30-second, 1 minute, and then they would get longer and longer. And working with practicing Ryan. He's really inconsistent still. And then there was just a wolf down here because I wanted to draw a wolf. More gesture. And then I was drawing blue or green. No, he's blue because green's the girl from the Pokemon series. And then I had an idea for a comic, and so I was designing a character that was going to be Death. Then I forgot about it, so this is the only time I did it. A little bit of gesture, or figure drawing. This was a Croquis Cafe session. And this model's name was Anderson. And that was a real interesting one, because he had this football for a prop. And then for the 5-minute pose, he actually kept moving. That was really interesting. Just copying Vera's comic Bittersweet Candy Bowl. I like the way she does the eyes on her characters, so I was checking that out. More Stress Jenny copying. I was getting a little bit better with the full body at this point, so I'm really happy with the way that came out. And then we've got a few sketches and planning for Inktober, and this was day 1, which was Ring. And originally the idea was I was gonna practice drawing characters from the Minecraft comic to get better at drawing them, but I didn't get very far. I think I only did like 3 or 4 days. I actually like the way this sketch came out better than the actual final sketch did, but oh well. Yeah, it looks like I did 4 days in total. I don't think I ever posted this one either. And then here, I was starting to... Here, this is just some graphic design stuff, so I'm going to blur that out, because we don't need that for this channel. But I was starting to mess around with... oh man, what's her name? Can't remember. Another Minecraft character. Graphic design stuff, so we'll ignore that. Here I was practicing with different silhouettes for Minecraft characters. Just different options, because I want to make sure everybody has a recognizable silhouette. More gesture. Looks like I used grease pencil for these ones. And then, of course, more Minecraft on the left. Barb, that's her name. That's the name of the gal with the short hair. She looked a little too masculine in this one, and this is Sandy. I don't quite like her color palette, but I'm getting closer. And then this is a final design for Barb. I really like the way this one came out, so that's one I'm going to reuse, or keep using. More graphic design stuff, so we'll blur that out. Just a quick gesture. More gesture, or figure drawing, more graphic design. Here on the right, I hadn't drawn wolves in a while, so I was trying it out, and they kept coming out looking like deer, so my friend helped me with some pointers about what to do with wolves, and so I started getting a little better. And then I was drawing Legosi from Beastars, which is really great. If you haven't watched Beastars, I recommend it. More figure and gesture drawing. And then this is a character I was designing for a series I'm planning on Instagram. I don't think I'm going to use this character design, but I do like the way it came out. Just more practice drawing females, a cat, and then I noticed that my hands were getting a little sloppy, so I started picking up drawing hands again. Oh, and that's the end. This drawing I drew back in April. I don't like the way that came out. But anyways, there we go. That's my sketchbook. Took me 9 months to fill it, but I'm real happy it's done. Quite happy with it. I've started my next sketchbook. It's a little bit smaller, it's got fewer pages, and it's also a Canson mixed media sketchbook. And the reason I picked one of these is because I wanted to practice more marker and watercolor and pencils, but I'm real happy with it. I did do a few pages in it back in 2018, so those don't reflect how I draw now. Here's a page that I did yesterday, or this week, so that's a little bit more indicative of how I'm drawing now. But for this sketchbook, I've got a few goals. Want to draw with more colors. I've been looking at other sketchbook flip-throughs on YouTube, and they're all really pretty and colorful and aesthetic, and I want to try doing the same thing. I want to finish this one faster than I finished the other one. I want to finish it within 6 months, and I think that's definitely doable since it's smaller and physically, and then also smaller pages. I want to do some more with watercolors. Really enjoy painting with watercolors, but I don't do it very often. I gotta remember to breathe while I'm talking. I want to draw more hands. I want to get more comfortable drawing the Minecraft characters, since I need to start publishing that. I need to start getting that out. Oops, keep bumping the camera. And then of course I want to practice drawing the TP characters. TP being the abbreviation for the story title, but they're characters from this universe. Alright, well anyways, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you want to see more of my art, please check out my Instagram and Twitter and all that and good stuff down in the description below. And thank you so much for watching.